good morning, everyone. How you doing? This video is for the people of Generation Z, the upcoming Generation Alpha, and probably the second half of Generation Y also. Let's talk about feminism again and what it has done. And you may say this is a boomer type of thinking. The only problem is the person who led the second wave of feminism was from the pre-boomer, baby boomer generation. There are a few people, but there was no one bigger, in my opinion, than Gloria Steinem, who's still alive at 89 years old. And basically what feminism has done is not only ruin females, it's ruined males, and it has destroyed the nuclear family. Now, ladies, men, listen up, especially your you have all these women on YouTube, TikTok, X, posting in their 20s what they want from a man. And man, this is a good thing for you because you can see out there the absolute arrogance, entitlement from these ladies. And it's not going to be a female bashing video. It is a life lesson video and why you need biblical principles again to get through this world. Now, for all you people in Gen Z and Alpha and second generation, well, I don't believe the Bible. Okay, well, how's it working out for you? How's it working out for you feminists right now? The ones that want independence and can't handle it and are broke. The single mothers who fell for the feminism and are doing all the things a regular housewife would do by herself. How's it working out for you? And all those men who are angry from getting hurt by all these women, how is not having Jesus Christ working out for you? Now, as I said, these ladies in their 20s are so arrogant. They're posting on there. Listen, if this guy doesn't make at least $200,000 a year, he ain't dating this. Or $500,000 a year, he ain't dating this. You need to make this much money to maintain my lifestyle. Meanwhile, she's broke from a college loan. She majors in something that's not going to make a lot of money, but he has to maintain her lifestyle, even though she's a feminist, independent, and doesn't need a man. What feminism has done, more than anything else, is leave women confused. Men also. And you're fighting biology, whether you like it or not. Now, for all these women who are making these TikToks in their 20s, that really are entitled as well. And then, when the man who has a lot to lose says, okay, I'll marry you, but you're going to sign this prenup. Why should I sign a prenup? Don't you love me? Well, if you're going to stick around, you have nothing to worry about, am I right? See, what feminism has caused is for the women to feel, I must receive, I must receive, I must receive. And I'll give you a little something here and then to make you happy, but it's about me. And then these women want to cry about how their men cheat on them. With another feminist who's willing to give them that love and maybe you stop giving them. Or the attention you no longer giving them. I don't know. Now, for you women in your 20s right now making these videos who are all beautiful and sexy in your prime, and maybe you got them size D breast, with them silver dollar nipples, and maybe you got that Fannie Willis gorilla grip pussy. Okay? And maybe you think you're the most beautiful thing in the world, as you compete for the same man, type of man, that only exists in extremely small numbers. Something's going to happen to you. You're going to get old. Now, because you're in your 20s and you're young and you're beautiful and you're all firm and you're sexy in the right places, you may say, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That's okay, because women in their 30s do know what you're talking about and are suffering now because of their entitlement and the reality of the lie that feminism has brought them. Men, these women see you as nothing more than to enhance their lifestyle. They're pretty much a business decision for you right now. Whether they know it or not, whether you like it or not, or want to know or not, and even they subconsciously don't even know that's how brainwashed they've been. They may say they want a husband, they want this, even though they're independent and they don't need you. Unless you're one of those 666 men. No, I'm not talking about being a Satanist. I'm talking about being 6 feet tall, having a 6-inch pecker, and having a 6-figure salary. So, entitled brats. All you in your 20s, you gotta get old. And you're gonna find yourself lonely. And maybe because you're young and beautiful and your body's sexy, you'll get to screw a lot of good-looking men who don't meet your expectations, but they're good for a night, whether because they're too short or they don't make enough money, even if they do treat you nice. That body count you're building of men you sleep with is doing a lot of damage to you. It may feel good, you may feel independent, you may feel empowered, but like I said, you're going to get old. And that gorilla grip pussy is not going to be such a gorilla grip when you hit your 30s. Or you may start doing the Marissa Tomei, where you realize your biological clock is ticking. If you don't know what I mean by Marissa Tomei, my cousin Vinny, I'll post that link down below. Men, these women see nothing more as a manslave or a lapdog. Come here, sit on my lap, cuddle with me. All right, I've had enough, you get lost. I'm in danger, go protect me. You must provide for me. Honey, I need some love. Oh, not tonight, I'm tired. You don't think so? Go to YouTube, go to TikTok, and look at all these women making these videos like this. And men, I know it's disheartening, but at the same time, consider it a blessing, because these idiots are so arrogant, they're exposing themselves. And now you know what you're dealing with. And now you know how to respond, what to look for, and you know to raise your standards for your future woman, your future wife. Listen, is it going to be easy? No, it's not. But if you want a good woman, I'm telling you right now, you better know Jesus Christ. And you better know your role as a husband in the family. You better know your role as a man. And you better know what your woman's role is in that marriage. And she better know also. Now you may say, well, hey, isn't divorce 50% of the church? Yeah, you know why? Because a lot of people are acting just like the world. And they're going to be accountable for a lot. Because they knew better and chose to act like the world. Listen, Jesus Christ said himself, my ways are not easy, but they're well worth it. Now you say, I gotta take a lot of time, and I don't know if it's... Listen, you started going to school at 4 years old, preschool, and you went through high school, maybe you went through college and get your degree. You spent about 20 to 25 years of your life preparing yourself for a career or a job. Why not take a couple of years to really get to know Jesus Christ and seek his face? Don't seek his hand. You just want to get something. Once you get it, you forget God, because that's exactly what the feminists are doing. Don't be like that. Women, do not be like the feminist. Know your rules. A Proverbs 31 woman. Know your man's supposed to love you like the way Christ loves the church, and you're supposed to love him back. Because right now there are a lot of men, because if this hurts you, it hurts everyone. It hurts the future of the country, because when the family goes, so is the nation. So I'm not doing this to bash you. I am doing this because you need to make some corrections in this generation that the past generations have made. It started with the pre-baby boomers when they made that ridiculous ruling that we not need Christianity in our schools or prayer in schools. And it's been downhill since then. And for each generation that goes by, we've pushed God and Jesus Christ more and more out of the way. And now, unfortunately, Gen Z and Gen Alpha is suffering because of past generations. And you need to make that course correction. The way I've been giving you guys financial advice to make the course correction from the past mistakes of generations, you need to do the same thing, because you're the future of this country. Okay? You're the future of this country. And this country is going to continue to be the world superpower. You're going to eventually be leading the way. Women, how does it affect men? Eventually, they'll do one or two things. They'll just throw in a towel and not bother to date you or approach you like you guys are complaining about, even though you've exposed yourselves what your intentions are. So why do you expect a man to come looking at you? And they'll feel lonely, but they'll be able to financially maintain themselves, because that's what we're built to do. We're built to provide. We're built to work. We're built to do this. We're built to do that. What happens with men is they get depressed, and it happens, and a lot of them commit suicide. For women, it's the opposite. And this is why God made us like this, because opposites do attract. Women get to the 30s, and they realize their biological clock is ticking. They realize feminism has fooled them. Now they find themselves childless and in a panic. And they find out that being an independent woman is not always cracked up to be, because you were not made that way. Now, again, there are exceptions to every rule. But a woman in the 30s, when she sees she got no man around, no one to protect her, no one to come home to, and now she's got no offspring to take care of her when she gets old, because she's got no man either. Well, women have a tendency of going on antidepressants. Big time. And when they get hurt by a man, they have a tendency of becoming more homicidal, whereas men are suicidal. You don't think so? Go look at those videos. I'll put one down the bottom. How women are learning a terrible lesson from their 20s and now affect them in their 30s. These are single women. These aren't even women with children. We'll get into another video about the single mother. But you thought you knew better than God. You thought you could fight biology. And not only have women destroyed themselves, the feminists, they destroyed men. And not for nothing, all the women who are not feminists are being affected by your stupidity, because now men don't trust any of you. And whatever good men were out there who didn't know Jesus Christ decided, hey, you know what? Screw them, enjoy that gorilla grip pussy, and get rid of them to get on my nerves. The only problem is that does damage to the guy as well, because they have a tendency, they're going to develop a mentality of what women, they're going to develop an image of women that's not godly either. And that's not healthy for a man. And women, you're going to build up a body count, and you're going to realize me being a hoe, independent hoe, has got me nowhere. Because I'm still cooking, cleaning for myself, and doing my own dishes, doing my own laundry. Because I didn't want to do it for a man. I'm still doing it, except I'm doing it for myself. I mean, did you really think you were not going to go through your entire life not cooking, cleaning, and doing dishes? I mean, unless you want to be hungry and live in a pigsty for the rest of your life, you're going to do it anyway. Whether you were married or whether you were single. Or whether you're a single mother, which is going to be even worse. Satan's lies have caught up with us. Because only Satan could have done something this masterful. Because human beings are not cohesive enough to do this on their own. The way Jesus Christ could heal a nation, if we all turn to him, well, Satan is a counterfeiter. He's got his evil demons out there ruining lives. If you're laughing at us right now, you're probably in your 20s and you're pretty stupid. If you're in your 30s, you may not like what you're hearing, but you know there's a lot of truth to it because now you're suffering through it. Men, you may not be macho to be a believer in Jesus Christ, but right now, how's it working out for you? Comments down below what your opinion like to know. Men, women, single mothers, single fathers, you're free to comment. Anyone's free to comment. If you want to bash me, go ahead. I respond to all my comments eventually. Keep the nation in prayer. Keep the country in prayer. We'll talk to you later.